Oil doesn't just power engines, it decides who kneels and who doesn't. And right now, beneath India's soil and far out into its seas, something dangerous and deliberate is unfolding. A move so quiet that most people won't notice it until prices shift, alliances strain, and power lines are redrawn. This is World Uncovered, where we break down global power, geopolitics, and the forces shaping our world before they turn into headlines. India's Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, has approved what may be one of the most aggressive energy moves in the country's history. A domestic oil and gas push valued at nearly $100 billion. Not aid, not defense spending, energy sovereignty. For decades, India lived with a brutal weakness. Nearly 85% of its crude oil came from outside its borders. Every global shock, Middle East wars, sanctions, shipping disruptions, OPEC decisions, hit India instantly. Fuel prices spiked, inflation followed, political pressure exploded. Energy dependence is not an economic problem. It is a strategic chokehold. India learned that lesson the hard way. When the world turned on Russian oil after the Ukraine war, something unexpected happened. India didn't follow the script. It bought more, a lot more. Discounted Russian crude soon made up over 1/3 of India's oil imports, at times crossing 40%. Washington noticed, Europe watched, markets adjusted. This wasn't ideology, it was survival. Because India understood something many countries pretend not to see. Moral speeches don't power cities, sanctions don't fuel trucks, and alliances don't mean much when energy runs dry. But even discounted Russian oil came with risk. Shipping insurance, payment systems, political pressure, too much dependence on any single source is still dependence. So India pivoted again. This new drilling and exploration push is not about chasing profit. It's about reducing exposure, expanding offshore drilling, opening new sedimentary basins, scaling domestic refineries, strengthening gas pipelines, locking in long-term resilience before the next global shock hits. And there will be another shock. The global energy system is no longer stable. Shipping lanes are contested. The Red Sea isn't safe. The Middle East is a tinderbox. Sanctions are routine. Energy is leverage now. The United States uses oil and gas exports as geopolitical influence. China locks up supply chains and critical minerals. Europe learned, too late, what dependence costs. India watched all of it, and this is the response. Critics point to climate targets. India's answer is cold and unsentimental. Transitions take decades. Shortages destroy nations in months. You cannot electrify ambition without first stabilizing reality. This isn't about choosing oil over renewables. It's about buying time. Time to grow, time to transition on India's terms, time to negotiate without being cornered every time oil prices spike. If this strategy succeeds, India gains leverage no headline can measure. Stronger currency stability, lower vulnerability to sanctions, greater control over inflation, and the freedom to say no quietly when pressure comes. If it fails, the cost will be historic. But here's the part most people miss. This isn't just India drilling for oil, it's India drilling for independence. Because in a fractured world, energy security decides who survives chaos and who begs when the lights go out. And right now, India is choosing not to beg. This is why energy decisions matter more than speeches. This is why power shifts underground before it ever shows up on a map. If you want calm, clear, and unfiltered breakdowns of the forces shaping our future, subscribe to World Uncovered. Because the next global reset won't announce itself. It will arrive already fueled and already moving.